This is the pilot episode of this new channel, and we're going to talk all about this new channel, my hopes, my dreams, my goals, my expectations. But first, I want to show you something, and it's this right here. Okay? And this may look innocent. This may look irrelevant. This may look like junk, actually, because of how I cut it here on the side. But I want to tell you a very important story behind this picture that my daughter and I were working on this morning. It says at the top, trace the lines to help the friends find their toys, okay? And side note, I really do appreciate this book for not, for not gender norming these toys, right? Like, you have to decide if the girl's playing with the robot or the ball, which typically are society's, are boy toys to society, okay? So good on them for not making a 3-year-old decide what's a girl toy and what's a boy toy. That's besides the point. So I said to her, take a look at this. And I had the blue crayon here, as you can see. And I said, okay, what's the girl going to play with? And she had a crayon in her hand that was yellow. And she said, the girl is going to play with the boy. And just like that, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I said, my 3-year-old daughter's not supposed to be teaching me this much. But then again, maybe she is. Because in that moment, I was looking at this very confined. I was looking at it based on what I thought I was supposed to do, because that's what the directions said, right? And it opened my eyes, because kids don't have that schema. Right. They don't know. They are just living. They are just doing. They are learning every day and absorbing so much. And I do fear that every day they will start conforming to what, is expected of them, which is to draw the girl to the robot or to the ball. Right. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Rules are necessary, etc. This is a giant metaphor for this channel. And that may have come out of left field, and you'd be like, what are you talking about? Okay. I started my other channel, which many of you, probably all of you who are watching this, are familiar with, because I doubt anyone just stumbles across this video if they're not directed here. If you by chance are not familiar with the other channel, it's called Green Means Go Sports, and on that channel I talk about sports, period. Okay, that's the content. Now, I have done some other videos where I'm telling you guys, when I make videos, something happens in my gastrointestinal areas, and air just forms, okay? And burps happen. So, sorry. We'll get to that later. Burps. So I make sports videos, right? And there are some other videos on that channel, such as the ones where I drink pop after not having it for 16 years. I did some Aldi food reviews. I've done some golf club reviews, just kind of some random one-off videos. And I really enjoy those. And I have ideas quite often that are not related to sports that I think, man, I would love to explore that. I would love to talk about that. I would love to do that. I would love to, if nothing else, just express my creative freedom, right? And I do think I am often on the Green Means Go channel talking about sports and drawing the lines here, okay? And that's fine, and that's purposeful, and that's helpful, and that's fun. Okay, don't hear me that channel is going anywhere, or that I don't love that channel anymore. I love it more than ever. I love talking about sports, and I always will. But I wanted a channel that I could go outside the lines a little bit. So what are my hopes, dreams, goals for this channel, which is called Red Means No? Why that name? I have a channel called Green Means Go. I have a channel called Red Means No. Red means no rules, no cares, no regulations, no instructions. I don't know what no means, except I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to make content without worrying about what it means in terms of an algorithm, in terms of editing, in terms of anything, okay? And if people want to watch, if people want to come along for that ride, buckle up, all right? And if people don't, they won't watch it. Okay, so the thumbnails will be what I want. I may not write a description. It's just going to be what I want it to be without overthinking. And I have given this channel some thought in terms of should I start this? Should I not? Because I have Green Beans Go, and I've built that up to 6,000 subscribers, which is nowhere near what I want it to be. But I have a group of people who come back and continue to comment. Like, I've built a community over there, and that's awesome. And in some ways, I felt like making a second channel would be throwing that away, or I got to start all over again. And this truly was kind of the last push I needed to say, you know what, because it has been on my mind lately. I have to, if my daughter can take a risk that she doesn't even know is a risk, can express herself, and can teach me something at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday, I'm gonna see what happens. So that's it. I'm not gonna care about. Technically, yes, I would love 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is what it takes to start making money. But this channel, okay, the goal is not right now to make money. The goal is to explore. And that's what we'll do here. So there is a line in Fahrenheit 451. I'm not a reader. In fact, I hate reading. In fact, hate's not even a strong enough word, okay? I can talk about why I hate reading in another video, and maybe I will. But I taught English, which, again, is super perplexing to a lot of people. You're an English teacher that hates reading. Yeah. But I do like discussing. I do like analyzing. I do like talking. I do like the language. I do like communicating. But I don't like reading. We had to read novels in 10th grade, and we read Fahrenheit 451. And there's a line in Fahrenheit 451 where Montag and Mildred, if you're not familiar, husband and wife. If you're not familiar, I'm sorry. If you're not familiar, go read a book, okay? Mildred and Montag are sitting there, and he has these books in front of him that he's not supposed to have, and he's been curious about them, but he's been scared because books are not allowed. You can be in trouble for having books. And she asks him, when he has this book in his hands, while they're in secrecy, she says, well, where do we begin? And his response is, we begin by beginning, I guess. And I don't know why that innocent line sticks with me so much. We begin by beginning. And I think that's kind of what we have to do here. Sorry. We're going to just begin by beginning. And we're going to publish this video, and the thumbnail's going to be rocking. Or it at least is going to be what I want it to be. And what can you expect on this channel? A little bit of everything. It feels weird to start a channel with the intent of you have to. Here's why. Let me tell you why. Okay. Let me lock in and tell you why this is uncomfortable. Maybe I should sit like this more. This ain't too bad. It actually, spatially, it actually works. I have no affiliation to Philadelphia nor Barstool. I actually don't really care for Barstool, but really nice sweatshirt. What was I talking about? What can you expect or something? No, the uncomfortable part about this is the fact that there is this cognitive dissonance in my head where it is awkward for me to embrace the fact and take the risk that people may want to listen to me talk, that may be interested in things I have to say, that may want to watch me rank the best fast food French fries across the nation, right? Because that feels arrogant, right? It makes it's like, why you? Why would anybody want to watch you, right? Because believing that they do has a twinge of narcissism in it, has a twinge of arrogance, and that feels weird, right? And I'm learning that, I have to balance what I do for myself and what I do for an audience, right? And so all of that comes into play, and I'm going to try to neglect that, ignore that, and on this channel, it's just going to be what I want, how I want. And if people want to watch that, welcome. And if people want to engage in the comments and give me ideas and things and say, it would be interesting if you talked about, I may do it, I may not, okay? So I welcome those things. But ultimately, My house, my rules, baby. Okay? So that is what the Red Means No channel is. And it may be clunky. And it may be awkward for a while. But I might drop a banger. You never know. I mean, 4 years from now, you may be seeing this channel be where I want it to be. Okay? But for now, we're not worried about it. All right? So I'm going to remember this when I hang this up somewhere in here. And it's going to be my reminder that I can draw my lines where I think it is best, regardless of where the instructions may tell me. All right. We'll see you on the next video.